I'm Rasim, Director at OKRA Technologies. My main responsibility at OKRA really is to lead the implementation of AI within life sciences. So we are deploying systems, which is very new for the industry, and working with kind of key stakeholders across medical, clinical and commercial functions in order for them to understand how AI can add value not only to their roles, but supporting the delivery of the right drug to the right patient at speed. So it's trying to educate, but at the same time, the focus is on creating systems that can really ingest data. I joined OKRA back in 2018, and the real driver for me to join OKRA, having spent nearly 17 years within healthcare, within pharma, medical devices, etc., is I've suffered from a chronic condition since the age of 6, right? So I've been on medication for the best part of 32 years. I've been in and out of hospital. The condition I have can mean at any given moment I could suffer from cardiac arrest. Even though I play a lot of sports and I'm quite active, it's a very real risk that I live with. Now, if I could have an alert or a signal or a flag to tell me when something catastrophic was about to happen, that would be great. And this is where AI comes in, right? Because of the amount of data we have, we could plug into weather, pollution, allergy levels, things that could trigger respiratory breakdown, if you like. For someone like me, was very important. And really, when I had a son 6 years ago, fearing that he might suffer from a similar condition, my jump to AI was partly driven by that, but partly because I knew that this technology was going to be the fourth industrial revolution and change the way, hopefully, we drive outcomes for patients. And that's something that, as a patient for so long, is obviously something that I'm massively, massively passionate about. The product life cycle of bringing a drug to market is quite long, it's quite complicated, but AI can play a part in each and every stage. So if you think about the clinical, the medical, the market access and the commercial side, if we can apply AI to each and every segment, we can bring drugs to market faster, we can communicate with physicians and healthcare practitioners with more frequency, with the right type of information that allows them to treat patients better. We can ensure that drugs are accessible in all markets because we can use this technology to price it properly. And finally, we can help with those who are selling and educating doctors, such as reps, in order to bring all the data to them and really drive and elevate the conversations that they're having. I think it comes down to three things for me. I think the first one is humanizing AI. And that might sound strange, but what I mean is the image a lot of people get still with AI is robots, machines taking over the world, losing control, losing all kind of decision-making power as humans. And I think the first piece we have to do is humanize the outputs. The second one that is absolutely vital is explainability. What do we mean by explainability? Life sciences industry is built on evidence. It's built on clinical trials. It's built on proving outcomes and benefits for patients. And we can't change the rules for technology, certainly for AI. So we must be able to underpin the outputs. And in OKRA's case, we provide predictions, we provide suggestions, and we provide reasons. And it's the reasons that explain where the predictions and suggestions have come from. The third key point for adoption is for companies to embrace this agile philosophy. I think that's very, very relevant for our industry because for the longest time, I think we have embarked on very long projects. We try to do things over 12 months, 18 months, even 2 years sometimes to realize value. With AI, we can deliver or validate within 8 weeks. We can deploy a system, after 3 months. I think that agile, iterative approach is absolutely needed. Is to ensure that we can provide value in a market. So let's say, almost how do we engage our customers? So we look at a problem that they're facing. It could be with the reps, it could be on the medical side of the business, clinical side. But if we pick the UK, we would want to validate that within the UK market, based on that data, we can provide outcomes that are proving valuable to the business. But we should enter into this with a view that we want to scale. We want to go across EU5, for example. The challenge is that the data that exists within each country is different, but there are data sets that are common across each country. And it's those data sets that are common that we know have quite an influential role in driving that particular outcome. We must ensure that we're able to identify and that we can then utilize in order to achieve scale. That is what we are able to do, and something that we is a core part of our business.